Shalom Bashim Yashar Barakathon to all the brothers out there. Say Shalom Yahweh Shemar Thon Bashim Yashar to all the sisters. You know, it's Isupk New Orleans, come out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And our mission and our goal is to educate Blacks, Hispanics, and Latinos and First Nation people about their true heritage. You know, you know, like I said, the oppressor has taken and twisted our heads around, for we'll never find it. Just like they say off in the scriptures, Psalms 83. You know, cut them off of being a nation, and they did exactly that. But now you see World War III coming around, and everything gonna be turned back. That's went wrong and gonna be turned right back right, because Christ's gonna be in rulership, not the oppressor. If you see an oppressor, you know, like Christ by heaven, he might just say, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of all of them." But it says, you know, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with a sword shall be killed with a sword. You know, these are the patience of the saints. You know, you know. But we're gonna get into women today. This ain't bad women day, so you know, no, I ain't gonna do none of that. Ain't gonna do none of that. No, just tell you how you know, basically the structure of a household. You know, if you have an out of line husband, this is, you know, this kind of woman you want to be. If you want to, you know, you want a happy husband. You know, you don't want no husband that's miserable with you. You want a husband that's happy to be with you. You know, love being around you. You know, don't mind spending time with you. You know, but you know, some you know, some go crazy when they find out he have you have another wife. You know, when you know off in the ISPK, you knew that from the jump that he can have as many a man can have as many wives as he want to. But you know, but so you still have them some that would get mad, you know, raise all kind of hell and all that when they already know they knew from day one that the man can have as many wives as he want to. You know, he can't put you away, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't going nowhere unless you want to go somewhere. Then you know and then you the one gonna be facing the hellfire because you done committed adultery once you slept with another man. You done left your husband and slept with another man. You the adulterer, not him. You know, but we can go on to these scriptures. We want 1 Corinthians 11:3. You know, and it's a bedrock scripture. You know, a scripture that every woman should always remember. You know, I know you gonna have them days where you're mad at each other. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Do everybody on this earth get along all the time? No, there gonna be a few arguments, disagreements. You know, you might not like what they had to say or what, you know, that gonna happen. That's just a circle of life, you know. See, you know, we go 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is Yahweh. So that lets you know, women, the man is the head. He's the head of the household, whether he's working or not. He the head of the household. What do he say goes. I don't care if you make a certain figures, he's still the head of the household. You know, remember that. You may make more money than him, but guess what? He wear the pants in the house, not you. So come out with the yak, yak, yak. You know, be obedient, sister. Be a humble sister. You know, be something that American women don't like. You know, be subservient to your outer woman. See that? See, these women can't stand that. They feel like, you know, you doing that, you less than a woman. No, you being all woman. when you subservient to your man, when you lay down your pride and be strictly humble towards your man, you just don't know the Most High smiles at that because you are a godly woman. You know, you think he respects a woman who don't respect her husband, talking any kind of way to her husband? No, he ain't like that. You ain't supposed to open your mouth. You supposed to sit there, whatever your other one say or whatever, and that's it. Conversation over with. But if he wrong, tell him his fault. So he ain't like, you ain't got no say at all. No, you do have a say because y'all have to work together. You know, so make sure you're right. You know? We go to 1 Corinthians 14:34. And this the problem with this verse. This is the problem the Christian church has. That's why they so messed up. Always been messed up because they put women ahead of things. The first lady act like she the pastor. That's just the first lady. You know. 1 Corinthians 14:34. Let your women keep silence in the churches. Do they? And they don't keep silent in churches. They up there teaching men and women. The men, while they up there teaching scriptures, the men are right there. Well, ain't that ain't no, and the pastor know this scripture right here. He know what he doing is wrong, and he gonna pay for that. So they let them do all that. They got what women evangelists. All they call them evangelists. Missionaries. But up there trying to teach a man. You know, no, you can't teach no man. You're supposed to be quiet in that church and I let a man teach. And you learn from the man, you learn from your husband at home. You don't sit up there trying to get in church and you may want to cap on your husband on the slick. No, see, that's what they'll do. For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also said the law. So they say you're supposed to be under obedience. Now you don't see. Now you watch YouTube. We have you seen a woman up here teaching scriptures. Not one time in 50-something years. Not one time. I just pray to go by these scriptures, these laws, these statutes, and commandments. The law said a woman can't teach. She can't teach. The only thing her job is to do is teach at home. Teach them kids, raise them kids right. That's her job. Look, she said a sister need a little help, a little guidance. Yeah, that's her job. To help out. Like you may know a little more than that sister. Maybe a little bit more sage. And you help that sister out. Get her on the right path. That's your job. Everybody think women don't have no place here. Yes, they have a place here. Our children. That's their job. Teaching our children and taking care of us. Because this is not easy work to do. Because the tempter always on this job. He ain't never stopped. He ain't stopping at all. He gonna keep on and keeping on. His job is never finished. He's gonna try to catch you at your weakest point, and that's when he coming. And he'll use this woman to get to you. We're gonna 1 Timothy 2:11. First Timothy 2:11, and it reads, "Let the women learn in silence with all subjection." So, see, this thing problem. This the problem with you know women that's not in the truth. They don't believe in being under subjection. You learn in silence. No, they feel like they know scriptures. They can get up there and tell you what thus says the Lord. Right, and that same book she reading telling her you don't have the right to. You are not able to teach. Thus says the Lord. But they saying forget what the Lord said. I'm teaching anyway. It's time for a change. Women can be doing just as much as men can do. It's a time where you gotta be a woman, and a real woman is let that man lead. You be his helpmate. You know, not getting on a headache. You be his helpmate, but you're supposed to be. Like I said, if you're gonna learn a thing, learn that you're gonna learn from no husband, not having private meeting with Pastor Pork Chop, because you always know how they go, or how it end up after a while. You know, no, you don't have no private meeting with no other man except for your outer one. That's the only one you're supposed to have private meetings with. Trying to talk things out. That nigga ain't got no business knowing what's going on in your house. So if you're doing that, you're wrong. You go to your outer one, y'all straight it out. That's the one you got to be with. That's the one you getting out the mud with. You know, like I said, these Christian women done destroyed so many men. You ever wonder why so many churches break up? Every lot of time be the women. They want to run things. When they can't find it, they can't run, then they leave and take half of the members with them. I watched that. Seen it happen quite a few times. Ephesians 5:22. I just want to just tell the women of the Isupk, my sisters, generally how the daughters, this is not wrong what I'm saying. You're supposed to be subjected to your husband. This is scripture. This ain't thus says your heart. This is thus says the Lord. And these rules put in a good place to keep up structure. It's the man, it's the woman, she over the children. The man, he's over you. Christ is over the man. The most high power is over Christ. What's wrong with that? Something wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, Especially when you talk about, hey, I bet you love this man, but you can't subject yourself to this man, then you don't love that man. Not the way you're supposed to anyway. You ain't giving it that 120%. You giving that 99 and a half. Yeah, put the other half on and subject yourself, and no matter what's going on, you con your outer one. Ephesians 5:22. Why submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord? Like I said, submit yourselves unto your own husband. Not nobody else's husband, your own husband. That's what you got him for. To submit yourself to. Like, oh, I ain't not submitting myself to nobody. I'm my own woman. Hey, I was doing good before him. I'd be doing good after. Like, then why don't you just do that then? That man to find somebody that be subjective toward him. Then you're looking sick. like I said, a lot of people do not agree with as far as our stance on polygamy. Oh, that was written a long time ago. Fast. I said, no, this is the way this world works. We're not following the laws of this world far as how we live our life according to the Bible. No, we in a totally different realm. We follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. They follow the laws of man. This was something they came up with, and that's what you follow when you need to follow this Bible. That's exactly what you need to do. And you just don't know how happy you'll be if you submit yourself to your husband. Not just some of the time, not when you feel like it all the time. 24/7, it never ends. Because you say you love them, then you love them. Then we go to Ecclesiastes 7:26. Because I never forget, even though sure heathen, but I think it was Jesus, so I think his wife said she gonna submit herself to him. Man, it was social media must have blew up when she said that. Women was in outrage behind it. I ain't submit myself to no man. Don't then. You're gonna be without a man too. You'll find yourself very lonely. You'll have about 6 or 7 cats running around the house, They're gonna be your only companions. Well, that little bit of dog you got, they're gonna be because ain't no man gonna want you because you're a monster. You don't want to submit. You want to be the head. When the scriptures says you are not the head. Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands are bands. So, I find more bitter than death a woman whose heart is snares and nets, just trapping you all up. Got you all tangled up in knots and stuff, You don't know what to expect when you get home from work. When you coming in from work, you don't know, or just finna go visit, you don't know what's going on with her. Who was that woman who I seen you I heard you had a woman all up in your face and all that. Hey, I was talking to her. But what something wrong with that? That's what we talk to her about, says you wanted to know, ask me what I summer down what I asked me what was this, and I just broke it down to what I believe in and all this. And that's what we was talking about. And a lot of times that is. They don't be like, oh, baby, can we get No, a lot of them, they be fascinated. They just be wanting to know. Why y'all dressed like that? Why y'all wearing fringes? Why you got what's with the hair wraps and stuff and the armbands and the boots, and the t-shirts, they fascinated by that. And that's what a lot of it be, that's better than death. Then you got a woman who like that, is a whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So if you're a righteous brother, or the Most High gonna get you away from that. Most High gonna make a way where where it's found out that she have slept with somebody else, and you'll be free. You will be free. But if you are no good sinner, you're stuck with her. What I would say, they say right there, if you F with me, you're stuck with me. They used to say, And that's how exactly you're gonna be stuck with her. Because you ain't in this truth. And the Most High ain't hearing your prayer. You ain't hearing your prayer at all. We go to Proverbs 14:1. Proverbs 14:1 and reads, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hand. So if you got you a wise woman, hold on to you everything you can. Because there's plenty of foolish ones out there that'll tear their house down. That wise woman, she's going to be submissive. She's going to say, yes, yes, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I don't mind. Your dinner's ready. I don't mind. Your bath water ready. I don't want to put the children to sleep. Anything you need out of one. Yeah, I bought you a shirt, bought you a pair of pants, a wise woman who know how to treat a man the way she know how to be treated. So, there ain't too many of them left, they died like with the dinosaurs. You get one, you hold on to it. You get one of them, you hold on to it for dear life. Because them dragons are out there, they waiting for you. They'll play their sweet role, then next thing you know, they breathing fire at you. And you're stuck with her. So, she ain't gonna be like that wise woman building up a house. She's gonna be the one to tear down their house, tear down your house. Proverbs 21:9. But a woman thinks she doing something horrible or being a subservient woman. So you gotta take that back to what was it, the 1950s when women's suffrage first started, But this is the thing about it. When that happened, the Edomites didn't get rid of their husband. The black woman did. So she kept that structure, while the black woman destroyed that structure. Start being independent. When you like I said, you let the oppressor, their other they should trick you into doing anything. So I understand you want equal rights, you want equal pay, equal that I understand. But that man is still a man. And you had no business, for as household, things. You ain't supposed to be open. As far as a job, you got a better position, fine, okay, whatever. You as boss. But when as far as it come down to the home, the family, the kids and all that, he's the head. And a wise woman knows that. But a foolish woman say, I play it for a minute. And then I'm for the show him. So that's that foolish woman. But 21:9, and it reads, who can say, I have made my heart. Hold up, so wrong. Sorry about that. So like 21:9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Now, you just heard that, dude. Man, who think this or what? Solomon. So he rather dwell on the housetop than be in the house with that brawling woman. No, man, nobody want to be doing that. Only thing you hear, they say their favorite word, call you a BAN, all that. You're sorry, this, that, all that. Man, who want to hear that? I go out, make me a tent on the roof before I go back in the house, and it could be 20 below zero. I make it. Then they hear that mouth, you know, a dragon at its best. No, I'd rather tough it out with the elements, you know, than be down there in a house with a woman who don't respect you, is not so servient to you, you know, and probably on the low cheat on you. You just ain't, caught her yet, you know. That's all that is. And she knows that. Like I said, they know these rules. They know you just can't get rid of her unless she get caught, committing adultery. So she makes sure she don't get caught and give you hell every day. Like I said, I'd rather be on top of the house than being there with a brawling woman because she'll argue with you because she can't be with him or you ain't him. You know. So I just wonder if I actually had a divorce policy, who would all still be married. Because I just wonder, who will all still be married. You know? But that's one another time. We're going to Jeremiah 3:1. It's Jeremiah 3:1. It reads, they say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man and become another man, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? So in other words, let me see, can I be as delicate with this as I can? And this woman done went off, slept with another man. Ain't that land greatly polluted? Yes, it is. It's greatly polluted. It's like a river that had an oil spill. The land is greatly polluted. She done, she done went from you. You put her away just for a while. Y'all ain't broke up. We just need to spend a little time, wait for each other and she go on to another man. That's no longer your wife. That's his wife. So you free. That's his wife now. You ain't got to worry about it, unless you're just weak and still on, But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return to me again, said the Lord. And said, Lord, Most High was comparing that to how how Israel do. We play the harlot with all these nations, with all these gods, and then want to return unto him, with the same spirit, but he's like, no, well, unless you change, hey, there ain't no coming back to me. Most I ain't no joke. Mm-hmm. It's not no joke. And just think, I mean, how would you don't like? Let's say a man does take his. She done went and played the harlot, you know, had some lovers, and he took her back. I just wonder, like, don't he feel some kind of way? You know, just off in the inside, like, man, what all she did I know what she do with me? Did she do the same thing with him that she did with me? So that would be in the back of my mind. I'd be like, no, no, we had our time. You went on. I wasn't good enough for you. Shalom. Mm-hmm. Shalom. They just, that's all I can say to her. Shalom. You know, you go to Proverbs 30 and 20. In Proverbs 30 and 20, it reads, such is the way as of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. Now, how? That kind of explains the modern day hoe of today. She don't been did it all. It's like I ain't did nothing wrong. No, don't play the hoe. But hey, she ain't did nothing wrong. Not one thing. Adulterous woman. So she ain't did nothing. Did you see me do something? If you ain't seen it, don't say I did. I want to hear about what this person said, that person said. If you ain't seen, they do it, but they wrong all the time. They wrong. They wrong as wrong can be. Mm-hmm. It's just as wrong. So my brothers, be careful. Go to Ecclesiastes Atticus 25 and 16. Mm-hmm. And the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 21 verse 16. No, 25 and 16. It's like it. Ecclesiastes 25 and 16. And it reads, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. What is that ever so? And there's plenty of brothers out in the world, some of them everybody been with for a long time. They may have had a little whatever, but that's a good woman. You get a bad one. I'm telling you, you will lose your mind. You get one, you rather deal have a Rottweiler on one side of you and a pit bull on another side of you than deal with that woman. Because that's how terrible she is. So this kind of women, you want to stay away from. And then, and a lot of times you just can't, really, a lot of people get into, looks and all that, and that ain't, that ain't all what it is, Anybody can be beautiful, but they don't mean they're gonna treat you beautifully. You'll be in agony. Everybody telling you, hey, you need to leave her. I can't. Now we can go to Romans 7 and 2. For the woman which have a husband is bound by the law to her husband, so long as he liveth. So that means woman, as long as that man alive, that's your Audubon. Check for any insurance policy and all of a sudden pop up. Be careful of that. But you bound by the law. That's your husband for life. When you're off in this truth. This is where we roll. You get married, you married for life. If you married you're a dragon, you know she was a dragon before you married her. If she a club hopper, she was a club hopper before you married her. You knew that anyway. So be careful. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So when they die, you loose from the law of your husband. That's the only time you through with your husband. You know, that's the only time. Other than that, you stuck like Chuck. You can't, he can't stand you. You can't stand him. You, you hate his guts. You make him sick. So it be like that, y'all. You learn to be subservient and humble yourself toward him. You'll start loving. Yeah, you'll start loving because you'll be doing what the Most High told you to do. And I'm gonna go to Romans 31. You know, start at verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above ruby. And that is so, oh, so right. It's so hard to find a virtuous woman. And like I said, brother, you find you that virtuous woman, you padlock her. You keep her and hold her. Because what's out there, it ain't virtuous. I'm going to tell you. Ain't nothing virtuous out there. Just, a bunch of pea poppers and, pill poppers. That's all you got, That's all that's out there. Yeah, we're gonna read these verse 11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. So she taking care of this man, husband give her his heart. And he ain't worried about it. He know, hey, she holding him down. She got him. He ain't gotta ask for nothing. She already on it. She already on it. Verse 12, she would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. That's what that woman gonna do for the rest of her life, do him good and not evil. And that's what you ought to be looking for, young brothers that's out there, looking for, let's say you got a wife, or you don't have a wife, that's what you look for. And if you do have a wife, that's what you train her for, Just like, the women can't have a theme song at one time, by K. Michelle, you can't raise a man. And no, you can't raise a man, A woman can't raise a man, no way. Only a man can raise a man, First the thing she seeks is wool and flax and working willingly with her hands. So, that's what you see a good woman doing. Like we got women who that sew, cook, do it all, maybe know how to do a little number crunches and stuff, help out on taxes and stuff like that. That's what we got off in this true, and that's the kind of women we have. What's off in these scriptures? If you ain't one of these women, you should strive to be one of these type of women. So she is like the merchant ship. She bringing her food from afar. She's like a merchant ship. Bring her food from afar. Everybody finna get fed. Verse 15. She rises also while it's yet night, and giving meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. Like I said, she take care of everybody. She get up before the crack of dawn and ate it. I said, that's what you look for. That's what you want. Like I said, you got a woman that's going to work, coming home, ain't giving you no problems. You're gonna have problems. You're gonna argue about something. Something gonna always come up where it's gonna be a little argument. But don't let it be that serious. Verse 16, she considered a field and buy it. And with the fruit of her hands, she planted a vineyard. So this is like, you know, just like, like a lot of women know how to get out there, you know how to toil in the ground, play in that ground. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people hate getting down in the dirt. But you have some women that have a natural green thumb, grow a whole lot of stuff. That, you know, like I said, you got one like that, you have a winner. She girded her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. Verse 18, she perceived that her merchandise is good, her candle goeth not out by night. Verse 19, she laid her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. That's that. That spindle. That's just like them. That's an old time sewing machine. That's that that the yarn go through. You know, she stretches out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reaches forth her hand to the needy. So she don't mind giving, giving either to the needy and the poor. She has a heart. You know, her people though, her people. That everybody. Is she is not afraid of the snow for her household. For all her household are clothed in scarlet. We all good. Let's say it was blizzard breakout, we all got triple fat gooses. We all gonna be warm in case we need to go out. We all got on. The gas bill paid, the light bill paid. We ain't freezing. We ain't worried about nothing getting cut off. Mm-hmm. She making herself coverings, a tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. She is shawl. And back then, that purple, that was kind of like, that rare type of stuff, showed, kind of showed you may have a little money about you if you wearing purple. You know, when her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. See, that's kind of a good woman you got because she gives you a good name. Everybody's like, who is that one right there? That's officer, captain, such and such. Real. Oh man, that woman be doing. Man. You know, you don't. They probably ain't never seen you, but you don't because of her. Because all the good things that she does. Because all the good things she does. She not only made a name for herself, but made a name for you also. She does that for you. Let's see. Let's see. 1 Corinthians 11 and 12. Yeah. All right. 1 Corinthians 11 and 12. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, by all things of God. So, a woman was put here for the man. The man wasn't put here for the woman. But we both need each other. Like I said, no man, it's good for man not to be alone, and it's not. It's very lonely. You know, just like that's what thing a woman think. They think just because they carry a baby, this baby is hers, all hers. That's all. That's all. Hey, I planted the seed, but see, but there's of course sisters don't see it that way. They just consider you a sperm donor, and that's all you is. Give me your money. So that's why these scriptures are put in place. Because a righteous woman, that's your child. You know, that is your child with a righteous woman. That's your child. It ain't just hers, it's yours. You Let's see. So this a man here. Yeah, Proverbs 31:3. Yeah, I thought I had it right. And this is scriptures for you, for the men out there. Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways that which destroy kings. So in other words, you don't never want to show your weak spots because you think she want to use it against you. Just like just like how Solomon did. You know, it was bad. No, when he started messing with them heathen women, when he got in his older age, he started messing with them heathens. They took his strength from him, and the kingdom was ripped from him, and then he got split in two. You know, and that's something you ain't supposed to do. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, First Timothy 3 and 4. Scratch that. It'll be Proverbs 11:22. Proverbs 11:22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. So like I said, I don't care what she look like, you know, just like, she a whole monster, you know. It's just like a pig, you don't put just because you don't put a jewel of gold in a pig snout, what even to go rub all up in the mud and the mire and all this muck and stuff. It's just the same thing with a woman. Same thing. You just, you know, you just gotta learn to understand that, that beauty is not everything. You know, it's trouble with a lot of they say, "Oh man, I gotta have the baddest one in the world." Man, forget that. Better try to get you that Mr. All Right and live happily ever after. You know, but when you wearing the pants in the house and not her. Okay, that's smart. Okay, we're gonna go to Ecclesiasticus verse 25 I mean, chapter 25, verse 21. This one last one right now. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Just because she look good don't mean she good for you. You know, man, ain't nothing wrong with looking and buying. It's a very nice looking woman, and that's all you keep it at. You don't go stumble at just because she beautiful. Yeah, beauty is a weapon. You know, you got to be wise. You're a priest, supposed to be wise. You're a trooper, you're supposed to be wise. You check out. That's what we had is, this waiting period for you can find out either she beautiful or good, or she gonna be beautiful and be a total headache. Verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger and impudence and much reproach. So in other words, she got her husband by the cojones, and ain't nothing he could do about it. He ain't strong enough for that woman. She maintaining him. So she's full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. So them kind of women you want to shy away from. When you see it like that, I don't want. I thought this was gonna work. It ain't gonna work. That's why you had a day put. Just don't sit up and marry something just because it look good. Because you never know what you're getting. Verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that would not comfort her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees. You come off where you done had a bad day, like, baby, I need to talk to myself. I don't want to hit. I don't care what you done went through. You got some money. I need this, I need that, I need that. She don't care nothing about how bad your day done went. She worried about her. So like I said, these scriptures for, get to learn that woman, So, some servant woman, she baby, tell me all about it. What's going on? What's happening? Let's see what we can do about it. That's what you want. Verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Yeah, don't give her an inch. They were wicked women, Don't give her none of your strength, Because as you see, go bring down. This is my last verse, If she go not as thou would have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. So now that was a time we was able to give a bill of divorce, or you got in that world, you got legally married, you can get a bill of divorce. But in the ISUPK, there's no such thing as divorce except in the matters of a woman committing adultery, and that's my class. I'm prison officer 50 Yahal. I'm gonna say Shalom Ba'Shem Al to all the brothers and to all the sisters out there. Shalom Yahweh Shemal Ba'Shem Al Shai. I'm gonna say, Shalom and Kwam Yashala.